How you doing? This is Coach D and it's Code 31. We are in the second week of the new studio. Still under construction, but listen, when we get this thing together, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be like no other, okay? Um Tonight's show is dedicated in the memory of AD the General and special gift from NAB and Elegant Hoodness. My guest tonight is actually from my Elegant Hoodness family. Before I did media and magazines and podcasts, this was my beginning with Elegant Hoodness, taking the money at the door, doing security, doing behind the scenes work. This is what y'all don't understand. You got to start from the bottom. You can't just skip steps to this. And I guess I make it look too easy where people think that they could just step in and do what I do. But you can't. But I can teach you. But with all that being said, let me introduce, I'm going to let my guest introduce himself. Introduce yourself, young man.
Man, peace, man. It's your boy D. Dave, man. Snapple Clothing, Stupid Fat Beats. I'm blessed to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yes. So, D. Dave, let's take it back to the beginning when you were a young lad.
I was
Okay,
young.
when you were a young lad and
Shouts
you
to the
came up
guys
in Brooklyn, right?
I think the first AD show I did was, it might have been Bowery Poetry Club.
What, you from Brooklyn, right?
Nah. I'm from the Bronx and
Oh, you
Harlem.
from the Bronx? My bad,
Yeah,
my
Bronx
bad.
and Harlem.
BX and
Born
Harlem.
and raised in Harlem, then moved
Okay.
to the Bronx when I was
Okay.
about 16, 17.
And then like, when was your first show with AD?
I think I want to say 2006,
Okay.
2005,
Okay.
around that time. Shouts to my boy Sinclair. You know, he was working together at Victoria's Secrets.
Okay.
And I used to just be rapping and freestyling, but I
Okay.
wasn't really taking it serious.
Okay.
So Sinclair was like, "Nah, you gotta start doing some songs, start doing some shows."
So when was the first time you said like hip hop is the lane I want to go in?
Young. My sister, shouts to my big sis Sherelle.
Okay.
She actually went on tour with LL Cool J.
Okay.
And she was dating Big Daddy Kane and stuff. So I got introduced to hip hop at a very young age.
Yes.
I remember one of my youngest memories was actually going to the park when LL battled Kumo D, because we was from the area.
Okay.
We was from that area where Kumo D lived probably like 2-3 blocks down from us. He's from that side.
Okay.
And about Common and whatnot. And freaking I've had to be probably like 4 or 5 years old, but I could still remember they calling my big sister, her being mad that she had to bring me. You know, because my mom's wasn't there, so I remember her being mad, throwing me in the stroller and going to the park. The park was packed.
I know it was. I remember those park jams.
And it was kind of like she was kind of getting looked at kind of sideways because she was with LL Cool J and them.
Okay.
But she was from Harlem,
Yeah.
so she was getting to the arguments and stuff over that. But LL, like at that time, Kumo D was that guy. Like, wasn't no beating Kumo D in the battle. But LL, he came over there and got that dub. Yeah, so shouts to LL. But
That's that Queens. I'm from Southside Jamaica, Queens. So
he ain't want no
shout out
smoke
to
with
LL.
KRS-One though.
Anyway, I can't even say nothing bad because KRS-One was my first interview. But every
That's
time
the
he do the
teacher,
bridges
man.
over, I'd be like, nah, I'm not with it.
That's the teacher, man.
We're not
Shouts to
doing
the
that.
teacher. Shouts to the
but
teacher.
It was great him being my first interview.
That's the
Now,
teacher, man.
Take us back to when you first knew, like, this rap that I got right here is the one. This is the one that's going to put me over the top. And then when did you get the confidence to start doing all the contests and then going to Elegant Hoodness?
I said, you know what? That's the first time somebody actually really asked me that question.
I mean, I'm Code 31.
Yeah, so I think I was about 15, 16, and I remember it was a Jadakiss beat. I don't know what song. It was a song that never really came out, but it was a Jadakiss beat. And I remember I wrote a whole song to it, like hook, 3 verses, and all that. So I remember I let my I let my older cousin Junior hear it at 1st. He was like, "Oh no, that was nice." You wrote this, and I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Oh, all right, keep going."
Right.
But it wasn't. I still didn't get the confidence. But it wasn't to shouts to Gritty and my man Gritty and Darryl and Stacks from the Teamsters. Gritty's actually he wrote and is on Nelly's first album, the song "Never Let Them See You Sweat." So him and my man Pete got a diamond plaque for that. So shouts to Gritty and I remember I let them hear it, and they was like, "Oh nah, you dead nice. Like you wrote this," and I was like, "Yeah." They couldn't believe I wrote it. So I went from that, gave me the confidence to start rapping in school. So once I started rapping in school, it just went from there.
And what was your first performance at an event? At a showcase.
I think my first performance was the performance before AD.
Okay.
I did a show in Himmelstein Ballroom on 34th Street, like all the way up at the top.
Okay.
And I remember, I had got jumped like probably like 2 days before that, and got hit over the head with a 2x4.
Wow.
And
still performed?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I had 21 staples. Like you could probably still see the scar right here.
Wow.
From right there to there. I had 21 staples. And I had a do-rag on, and they didn't want to let me in because I had the do-rag on. They're like, "Nah, you got to take the do-rag off." I'm like, "Yo, I can't take this do-rag off." Like, "Nah, you can't." I'm like, "I'm performing. I can't just perform with the do-rag on." So they was adamant, like the security guard was just being a asshole.
As usual.
So
usual.
I took the do-rag off, and then he was like, "Oh, nah, put it back on, put it back on." As soon as he saw the staples.
Yeah.
So and then I remember I came in third place, and I was mad. I was like, "Man, I know I'm better than all these niggas." So I remember probably like a week after that, Sinclair called me about the AD joint.
Okay.
We went out to Brooklyn, met AD. I remember when I met her, I'm like, "Yo, I seen you from here." I'm like, "I seen you on Public Access and shit." She was like, "Yeah. I was like, "All right, bet." So I was a little bit hyped. So I remember going, shouts to my bro Dark. I remember him walking in.
Shout out to Dark.
Shouts to Dark.
We gotta get him on the show too.
Yeah, nah, definitely. I got Dark back outside now.
Okay.
Yeah, he back outside. He
All
active. So I remember watching him come through with the red jacket on and the cameras. I'm like, "Who the fuck is this?" You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the homies wanted to rob him. I'm like, "Nah, chill. You're not here for that." Shouts to my guy Bugs. Bugs came.
That's when the thugs really was coming to the club back then.
Yeah, like we was outside.
Yeah.
Like I didn't come to the shows unless I was like at least 7 deep with the homies. You know what I'm saying? We was
That's a fact.
being real ignorant back then. But
And what was the first showcase you won?
AD.
Okay.
AD was the first showcase I won after a couple of attempts. Man, shouts to my moms. Rest in peace, mama.
Rest in peace.
I remember she told me the song to do.
Okay.
Like she dead picked my set. She was like,
Nice.
"Nah, do that song. Like do that song I like, son." I'm like, "Nah, I'm not doing that. You bugging." And she like, "No, I'm telling you, do that song. Do that song. You gonna win." And sure enough,
That's what's up. See, mom knows best.
Sure enough, she was
Mom
absolutely right, man. So yeah, shouts to Mama Love, man.
Yes.
Or
What was that song? You remember?
Get Like Me.
Okay.
I hated that song. Like I remember writing it because that's around the time when Soulja Boy was pretty much just changing hip hop.
Okay.
So everybody was just looking for like ringtone kind of songs.
Okay.
So I literally wrote that song as a parody.
Oh, okay.
Just to show people I can do it.
Yeah.
Like, cause I was working on a project called what was the name of my first mixtape? I forget the name of my first mixtape. But pretty much, I wanted to show that I can do everything. Like, you want bars, I give you bars. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that song, I wrote that song as a parody. So I kind of remember the hook. It was, "You can mimic my image, study my moves. My man, you can do what I do. You should get like me." I hated that song.
But you won.
It won. It definitely won first place. I beat my guy, Trife Boy. Shouts to my guy,
Shout
Trife.
out to Trife Boys. I remember Trife.
Shouts to my guy, Trife, man. That's my bro. And I think I beat out somebody else that day too. But around that time, it might have been the Ashy Elbows. I don't remember, but around that time, there was a lot of competition, man. Like you had to be good,
Right?
Like,
Absolutely.
You really had to be good.
Could not be corny back then.
You couldn't.
No.
My guy Rel was killing shit.
Yeah, shout out to Rel.
Funny thing, I was just texting Rel a few seconds ago, man. Yeah, shouts to Rel. He back working and doing his things.
And he doing clothing also.
Yeah, facts. I love to see the elevation of a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was always the guy that rooted for everybody and tried to keep everybody together. And, like, I always said, you know, we could get more together than trying to compete with each other all the time. Like, we could all still be competitive, but there's nothing wrong with friendly competition. You know what I'm saying? But still try to push your brother.
Definitely.
At the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I always try to push my brothers, and if you got a clothing line, I support you. I share, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the works of putting together a pop-up shop, probably like February, March, when I just want a bunch of brands that I know, and personally I was going to invite you, Chose.
Yeah, because I'm bringing back my clothing line real soon. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You do a lot, though. You do more than just clothing, man. You moving around, so
I know. That's the problem, because when you're disabled and they see you doing so much, and they think that you got all this money.
Man, you ain't disabled, man.
Yeah, I am, actually. That's the problem. Yeah, I'm definitely. I just got injections in my lower back and my hip yesterday.
Damn.
It's real out here, you know what I mean? So
but you're blessed. You still up, and
I'm definitely blessed, but it's been hard. It's been very hard. People see your success and they don't know, like I said, the steps that it takes. It's not an overnight thing, like y'all said, and he knows. Elegant Huntless days, I came in as a fan of AD the General, and then I took the money at the door. I did a little security. I did behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? Then I met DJ Frank White, and I elevated with him. Then I moved on to Julie with First Down Bookings, and then I just said, let me do my own thing, you know what I mean? And so that's when I started Code 31 Media, and then now I got the magazine and the podcast, and just trying to elevate my brand where we take over the world. So that's what I'm doing. But back to you. When you started doing the music, when did you lose the love for it and say, I want to move on and do something else?
Oh, man.
Or before you lost the love, what did you accomplish when you did the music? And have you ever had a whoa moment as you was doing the music? Like, who did you get to meet or do a song with?
Man. I met so many people during this. I've been blessed, with my skill, my talent, my hustle. Most importantly, my hustle. Like, now that I work with artists and I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes, I get so disappointed with artists sometimes. It just be like, man, like the opportunities. They don't have the fire or the hunger. Like, like the opportunities. Like, for example, I was just seeing, I'm actually in Facebook jail right now, so I can't post. But I was seeing that, so I've seen so many people complain about Spotify deciding not to pay out anybody with less than 1,000 streams. And I'm like, that makes sense from a business point of view, because you gotta think about how many artists is out there that's just putting song after song after song after song up and not promoting that song. So that song don't even have 1,000 streams. And with on Spotify, if you don't have 1,000 streams, you can't even see how many streams you got. Like, your fans can't go to your page and see, like, oh, this song got 1,000 plays, until it gets over 1,000 plays. Right. So I do I do marketing for artists. So I tell artists that all the time. Like, my goal is to guarantee that you'll at least get 1,000 plays. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna stop working until at least I get you that, and then from there, let's work on that, so I could show you. Like, I just took an artist under the wing. Shouts to my artist, Kyrica Rose, super talented artist from Poughkeepsie. and she was, she was down and out. She didn't believe, she didn't think that people was believing in her.
Yes.
And so I just said, I put a song up, and she already had a song on DistroKid, but it didn't really have no plays. Okay. So I put a song up, and I ran an ad for her 1 week out my pocket. Ran an ad for her. Then I went up there. We was working on the song, and my son just said, "Yo, go check your DistroKid." I said, "Let's put a song up today." Her mom had just passed, so she was
Rest in peace, to her mom.
Yeah, rest in peace, beautiful lady, and she was she was in the funk. So I said, "Yo, let's put a song up today." Sat there, made the artwork for her, made a couple of reels for her, clips for her, while she was sitting there doing whatever she was doing on her phone. And I'm just, yo, give me this information for this. I went up on DistroKid. And then after I ran the whatchamacallit for her other song, I said, let me see how much money she got in her DistroKid. Because I'm like, this will motivate her. Went on her DistroKid, and she had about $30 just sitting in there. Nice. I'm like, look, I ran one ad for you, and you got $30 in your DistroKid. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She's like, oh, wow, I didn't even know. Exactly, you didn't know. Right. So now your music is making money for you. Now your money is making money for you. Just invest in yourself. You keep investing in yourself. I'm like, why you think why you think labels invest millions of dollars into artists? Because they know they're going to get that back.
They're going to recoup that money
2-3 times.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you know what you're doing. So
what would be some marketing tips that you have for artists or anybody that's doing like a clothing line?
Marketing tips. The number one tip I could tell you is invest in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in your brand. If you don't believe in yourself and invest in yourself, ain't nobody else going to want to invest into you. Ain't nobody else going to believe in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I created Snapple Clothing, I created Snapple Clothing in 2012. Okay. But I didn't sell my first hoodie till 2019. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you got to really believe in it.
Really put the grind in.
Yeah, like, you got to.
Like I said again. These people on social media, they think it's just so easy to sell stuff, and no, it takes time. It takes time. Like I just made a year with the magazine, and like people are starting to recognize and starting to actually buy it. Yeah. But it took a minute.
The magazines look good, man. Support the magazines.
You know who helps me? Jerry Fontillo.
Oh, that's what's up.
Shout out to my boy Jerry Fontillo.
These magazines look amazing, man.
Super ugly.
Support.
Support. I appreciate that.
Support, man. Shout out to the teacher,
this is my 1 year anniversary magazine, so that has everything in it.
Oh, nah, this is fire.
And then shout out to my people on TikTok. They made me do the cosplay edition. And this is where people like put on costumes and stuff. And, you know, when they going through different stuff, they use cosplay as like an outlet from their reality. So
facts. Like, this is dope.
It's crazy, you know.
Check it out, though, man.
I'm just trying to do something different with Code 31. You know what I mean? I'm trying to shock the world with the podcast, the magazine. I'm bringing clothing back. I just want to, like, anybody with a special story to tell, I want them on my platforms. You don't have to be a celebrity or a legend. You just got to have a special story to tell. And that's all I'm trying to do with my brand. Shout out to Q. She's in the building. That is one of my sponsors of the magazine. This is her right here.
Oh, dope. I was wondering who that was.
Yeah, that's her, Q. It's Q on this side, and Nick, you have like a double cover.
That's fire.
This young lady right here is amazing.
That's fire.
She's been through so much, and that's why I did the TikTok editions, because sometimes you get on these social medias and people just think your life is so great.
Bigger Cook, what up?
This young lady right here, she had 2 kids that died in a car accident. And
God
imagine
bless her.
just holding your daughter decapitated for 3 hours. That's what she did. You know what I mean? So you guys got to check out these TikTok edition of my magazines. I take people that nobody, is checking for, or they don't have an opportunity to tell their story, and I put them in my magazine because I believed in them. And so when you transition from artist to producer, tell me like what the difference is that you faced in that.
Oh man, like, I mean, I was making beats for a while. I was making beats probably since like Fruity Loops 1, Fruity Loops 2. A lot of people don't know, like, I actually taught myself how to engineer and produce back in the days on shouts to my mom. She got a Gateway computer. She got me a Gateway computer. So I went and downloaded Sonar Cakewalk and taught myself how to make beats. I was making beats on that at first, Sonar Cakewalk.
And how long it took you to like finally say, "Yo, I got the the technique on"?
I started taking beats seriously, and like said, you know what, I'm gonna start selling beats in 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, 2019. I remember I had my bro Loose, and I was
Shout
like,
out to Loose, that's my guy too.
I was like, yo, you mind if like if you got any sessions that artists just don't mind me sitting in the back, fly on the wall. If you need me, I'm there type shit. He was like, yeah. So he was just calling me. I would go 9 out of 10 times. I'd be in the back making a beat.
Okay.
And a couple of artists bought beats like right there on the spot type shit. Yeah, so that's when I was like, oh no, I knew I had something. And then I just started working with more and more people. I placed like 6 joints on G Fisher project, and they was going crazy. I got good reviews from those. Shouts to my man Parks. I seen him at SOB's VC. He was like, yo, you made that beat? And I was like, yeah. He was like, that's fire, bro. And I was like, yeah. So shouts to Parks. And then I started doing a couple of beat battles. I did one with my man Math.
Okay.
Did one out there. The system wasn't the system wasn't the best, but I got a lot of love that night. So from there, that gave me the confidence to go do one of Jay Hatch's joints, and I was just so happy to
Shout out
see
to Jay Hatch.
I was just so happy to see Jay Hatch,
Yes.
back outside, moving and grooving.
Yes.
I went to his birthday joint, and just being around that atmosphere again, it felt nostalgic kind of.
Yes.
So I was like, you know what, I want to start doing. I used to go to all the our standard events back in the day. That's how I met a lot of producers, the Maestros, the Jimi Kendrixes.
Yes. Shout out to Maestro.
Like
another one.
I met so many people through those our standard joints. So I started doing the joint. I did one beat suite. I impressed Hatch. And then I did another one and came in second place.
Nice.
Shouts to Big Bro Vinny was there. And from there, that's when Hatch invited me to the first song camp that I was a part of. It wasn't the first song camp that he was doing, but I was the NYC song camp. And I did that song camp, and it was just like, oh, nah, I'm really better than I think I am. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely. You got to believe in yourself that you're better than everybody out here.
Yeah, nah, facts. But, like, I knew I've been around so many producers. Like, I knew I was novice. But then when I did that first song camp, and I'm there with 20 other producers, and then we competing. We got 20 writers, and we sending beats out to the writers, and the writers was writing on my joints. We got.
So how many artists you have under your camp, under your belt?
Now that I work with, whew, so far that's out right now, I'm on Maserati Money's project. I got 2 beats on his project. I got a beat and a feature on Coney Brooks' album that just dropped. I got 6 on G Fisher project. I got
And you said the young lady that you
Carica. I'm not nobody's manager.
No,
yeah, I'm nobody's manager. I produce, mentor. I take. There's a lot of artists I take a liking to. I take under the wing. Shouts to my little bro. He in the chat right now. Melly Santana, Bigger Cook. She another one.
Okay.
Bigger Cook is so fire. So fire.
You should just put together a whole showcase.
Yeah, her personality's through the roof.
Nice.
Yeah, I got a lot of big plans for next year. I don't want to let too much go.
All right.
But yeah, next year is gonna be. Y'all gonna get so tired of hearing D Dave and Stupid Fat Beats. It's gonna be like, yo, what is going on? Like, we got Young Dougie coming. We got Young Dougie, another super fire artist out of Poughkeepsie, so talented.
Nice.
Man, I met so many dope artists through the song camp. So I got,
It's a lot of talent upstate, y'all.
it's like I got my hands in so many different arenas with artists and producers and songwriters. Then you got Bianca, Eluse.
Yes, yes.
I got like two.
Shout out to Bianca. Yes,
We
I
working
met
on
her.
a whole EP together. Bianca's a superstar.
Okay.
Like she's a star. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
like
Fifi had her in her magazine, and they
Yeah.
were on the Billboard.
Yeah,
in
shouts to
Times Square.
Fifi. Yeah, I
Yeah,
seen
shout-
Fifi recently.
Shout out to Fifi.
It was so
Real
good
Boy
to
T
see.
Max.
Yeah, it was so
Yes.
good to see Fee. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good to see the people that I was, started out with and
Exactly.
doing it again. It's just it's super amazing. It makes me feel good. And then when I do these showcases, like back in the days when I used to walk into the building and I would do these showcases, I would be thinking like, yeah, I'm about to fuck this stage up. Like y'all have no idea. So now I'm the old head in the joint. So now I still be thinking like I try to be so humble. I really try to be humble when I do these shows.
Absolutely.
And I remember it was funny. Milk had mentioned Didi. Shouts to my sister Didi. Nuo, what up? Nuo, super dope producer. If y'all not following him, follow Nuo with a kid. Freaking Didi did a 106 in Park edition show.
Okay.
And I'm just sitting there. I'm in a DJ booth. It was a female DJ there, so I'm just sitting there. She was jamming, so I'm like, "Nah, you doing your thing." And she looked at me. She was like, "I don't know. It's just something about your aura." She's like, "Are you performing tonight?" I'm like, "Yeah, I might, go rap a little bit, say a little bit." She like, "Nah, I just feel like you gonna kill this shit." And I'm like, "Who, me? Nah, I'm chilling. I'm old. Nobody want to hear this old shit." So I go up on the stage and I'm like, I'm gonna apologize now. I'm a little aggressive. I'm born in the 80s, man. I'm letting y'all know I'm old. Like I'm 40. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't hide my age.
Man, I'm 52. What you
But I'm about
talking
to,
about?
I'm about to get up on this stage and go crazy. And sure enough, man, I spanked them. Like,
Let me tell you something. It's
cr-
cool to be humble. People should have humility. But sometimes with this new generation, they just don't even understand who's in their presence. So
Nah,
you
facts.
gotta,
Gotta
put
let
the
them know
humility on the show
sometimes. Nah.
and let them know who they in the presence of.
Nah,
So D
facts.
Davis, nothing wrong with you letting them know who
Yeah,
y'all.
I just, I talk a little shit here and there.
That's it. Because you can back it up.
Facts. That's a Snapple fact.
And speaking of Snapple facts, let's talk about the clothing line.
Oh man, struggle now, prosper later, man. This is the
Nice.
mantra. That's the mantra. That's the mission.
When did that vision come in? Like, when did you say, this is the time for me to do the clothing line?
Honestly, shouts to my bro Deuce Privy. Deuce Privy. My mom's passed away, and I had needed like I feel like every artist should have merch at shows. I was doing shows with Dark and the TLA and stuff, and I would just see Dark with the merch table and stuff, and I'm like, yo, why I don't have no merch?
Right.
So I hit up Deuce Privy. I said I need a design. I bought a design, and I told the graphic artist, I just wanted to just be simple, kind of like the Uber logo, but just D Dave, black letters, white background.
Matter of fact, you gave me a shirt back,
Yeah.
2 shirts back in the day. Because I think I found one a long time ago. Like, oh my God, my
With the
DJ
red joint.
shirt. Yeah.
So freaking, it started off with that, and then I remember I was watching a 2 Chainz documentary, and he said he had made $1 million off the dab in Santa. So I'm like, dang, I should do like a black Santa, like a New York Santa with like 10 boots, Yankee fitted, and a chain. So I did that. I made Santa. I even make him black though. I made him white with the 10 boots. I thought that'd have been funny. White Santa looking real hood, and yeah, flopped. Nobody. I spent like $200 on the design alone. Like shouts to Oz the Virus. He's like super big now. Like once he got on TikTok, he went boom through the
See,
roof.
guys,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
gotta be
Like,
on. Are you on TikTok?
I'm on TikTok. I'm not active
Yeah,
yet.
you gotta
I'm
be
not.
active now.
I'm not super active, but yeah. So I dropped that and yeah, it flopped. So I wasn't really doing nothing. I remember my shouts to my guy Big Time. Big Time, he was doing the clothes for Fisher at the time.
Okay.
And Big Time would always be like, yo, just come pull up, Dave, come pull up. And I was like, like I'm working, I'll be tired. I was a super at the time, like 12 buildings. I'm like,
Right.
yeah, I'm tired. I ain't had the time. So I remember I was sitting there, I was in a meeting, and I'm just sitting there like, yo, I could make beats and get money. I could. Like at the time, I'm still investing in myself. Like I'm buying keyboards and VSTs and stuff for
Yeah.
producing.
Yeah.
I'm still buying little articles and clothes and making little designs, but I'm
Yeah.
going to work and not doing nothing for with them.
Right.
I'm like, yo, I got a whole 2-3 businesses I could be making money off of if I
Right.
just applied myself. But yet I'm here at this job all day.
Yeah.
I'm not making no money because child support taking on my bread. So it's just like, yeah, I had to make a pimp decision.
Right.
I literally just took my keys off, gave them in, called Big Time, went to Big Time crib. I went and got some bud from my cousin. I was just sitting there smoking. My baby mom was pregnant at the time. And I'm just like, what the fuck am I going to do? I'm just sitting there smoking. And I'm just like, yo, pull up a bulldog. Can you pull up a bulldog? Like, can you design something? He like, yeah. I said, pull up a bulldog. I said, take all the colors out the bulldog, though. Just take all the colors out. I said, can you make it like the Bengals, orange, black, and white? He was like, a Bengal bulldog? I said, just chill. Work with me. Orange, black, and white. He made the colors. I'm like, nah, that snout. Just make that snout like a yellow. Like the Pittsburgh Pirates yellow.
Right.
He was like, he took it Pittsburgh Pirates. I said, oh, nah, that's fire. I said, we got to do something with the eyes, though. I said, my man Dark always says blue eyes bring money. Like, he get whatever he want with those blue eyes. I said, make those loops right there blue. He made the loops blue. I said, make the tongue pink. I said, now put a SMPL like on the side of it and make them like different colors, like green, blue, red, and yellow. He was like, wow. I was like, those colors always attract green, blue, red, and yellow. There's something about those colors together that always attract people.
Right.
He was like, he put it, and then he put it in the Dragon Ball Z font.
Okay.
But that's what people don't realize. My first Snapple, the lettering on the side that's right here is Dragon Ball Z font.
Okay.
And that's how that came about. We did a mock up. I said, now do a mock up. I said, get a black hoodie. Keys was popping. I said, do a black hoodie, put the big bulldog on the joint. I said, put a red Snapple right there, like SMPO on the hood, and a white one going down the arm. And let's do like 3 colors. So we started off with the black, green, a navy blue, and I did a crop top version. And then once I actually made them and they seen them on people, it was off to the races. Like the PCP loan hit after that, and it was over. I never even got no PCP loan or none of that stuff, but I didn't feel like I was left out because everybody was like to sell. I never forget, I went to sleep. This is when I knew I was on to something, right? So I had one, probably like, my first order was 1. Then I had 3, right? This is all in 1 week span. I went from 3 to like 5. When I had like the 5 sweatsuits, I had like a box. I had like a box or whatever, right? So freaking, I never forget this. Right? I went to my homegirl Talia crib. Like I said, I would do drop offs, and like I didn't want to go bother my baby moms early in the morning. I got you, Keys. I didn't want to bother my baby moms early in the morning, so I would just stay at my homegirl crib till like 7:00 in the morning, and then go to the Bronx. So I'm sitting there, I'm making beats. I looked at my Cash App because I knew I had to go get some hoodies and stuff in the morning. So I had about $300 and something in my Cash App. I couldn't lock my card at the time, so I just closed it, made the beats. I remember I dozed off. I woke up, and it was like damn near 3 racks in my joint.
Wow.
I'm like, fuck this come from? I go look on my Facebook Messenger, orders, yo, I need 3 sweatsuits, yo, I go look, yo, I need the green one, I'm like, nah. And then I started telling people, like, yo, if you post a picture and somebody orders something off of your picture or whatever, I'll give you $20 off of that order.
Nice.
So then my man Tito started just bringing all kind of orders to me, like, yo, I need 3, I need 2, and I was just hitting them off, boom, boom, boom. So that's how it grew, and it just grew.
You said it took like 7 years for that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, it took, like, but once I dropped the Bulldog, it was off to the races. And then, shouts to my homegirl, Tanisha. So I had put up a picture of, to this day, she still is the most requested, like, so many people, especially a female, so many females sends me her picture. Like, I want this right here. It's a crop top with the leggings combo, yellow and navy blue.
Yeah.
And to this day, I want that right there. She looks so nice in that. Make me look like her. I'm like, one girl literally said that. I want to look like her.
We can make you look like her, but we can get you the same outfit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we can get you the same outfit.
Nah, definitely
we can
though.
make you look like her.
But not definitely though.
Now, do you make the designs yourself now?
Yeah.
Taught yourself that too?
Nah, big time. Shout out to my guy, Big Time. He actually showed me. He was going to do. He was going for his Triple Crown or something like that. So he pretty much couldn't do my stuff no more. So he was like, "Yo, I could teach you. Just get a heat press. I'll do the cuts for you, and I'll just show you how to press it." Okay. And then so we started off and doing that, and then he just showed me how to do the cuts, and we just went from there. And then, but
the designing part, he taught you how to do the characters and stuff and the logos and stuff too.
Yeah, like he taught me how to.
I'm gonna need you to refresh me because I'm going to come back to that.
And I got you. Like, I mean, he taught me how to do the Bulldog and how to manipulate that, and then once from that one lesson with him though, I started, expounding and learning how to do more and more stuff.
That's it. It's about practice.
Now I'm a whole print shop now. Okay. Like I do the clothes for a couple of brands. Shout out to J Hatch Creative Space. I do all the hats and shirts for him. And there's a restaurant in Harlem.
You at a store now, or are you working on that?
I'm working on the store. I'm working on the store and the studio. Okay. It's gonna be called the House of Hits, the whole house. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So it's gonna we gonna have the storefront upstairs and the studio downstairs. But
I'm working on getting a storefront too real soon with everything in it. I can't say too much because when you tell people what you're gonna do, they try to do it before you.
That's a Snapple fact.
Even though I can tell you my whole blueprint, you're not gonna be able to pull it off because you're not code. That's that.
That's a Snapple fact.
Speaking of that, I'm gonna put your clothing line in my magazine. I want to do like a reunion with all my elegant hoodness people, like the ones especially that come on the show. I want to put everybody in the magazine and dedicate that to.
Let's do it, man.
Especially.
Shouts to AD, man.
Yes.
She has so much to do with so many people and so many careers, man. Yes. Like if you ain't touch an elegant hoodness stage back in the days, you probably wasn't a no. Like you ain't really get known like that.
Nope. No, you had to be on Elegant Hoodness Showcase.
Like once I touched her stage, it started getting lit. You know what I'm saying? Like once I won her show, I got the DigiWax packages and stuff like that. It started getting lit.
So how we going to end 2023 and how we bringing in 2024?
Man, we ending 2023 just working. I'm gearing up. Like I said, I'm be in Miami this weekend. Yes. Then I got to do the shirts and hats for Atlanta. I got a couple of projects I'm working on, but next year, top of the year, I'm dropping my first single, Snapple. Okay. Struggle Now, Prosper Later. Featuring Bianca. Okay. And produced by me. Nice. And I got I'm trying to drop a lot of music in 2024. So definitely be on the lookout. You're going to hear a lot of music from me, a lot of production from me, a lot of music from Carica Rose. You're You could go check it out right now. She got the single out, Ayo, produced by Parker Lewis. That's super fire. Check out Bianca. She got a single out right now, Mind Games. That's super fire. Go check that out. Young Dougie, he coming. He got the single out, Almost Time. G Fisher, he got the project out, and another project, Guys Are So Say That, which he fully produced. Bigger Cook got Hello, that's out right now. So yeah, just.
And where can they find you on social media?
Oh man, you can find me D_Dave DAVEMUZIK. Shout out to my man Brazzy. He said stop playing and put the music out, bro.
Yes.
Nah, next year you gonna get a lot of fire, bro. All next year. Funny thing, I did so much this year without dropping no music. So it's just like, imagine when I'm gonna start dropping. Imagine when the music drops. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just gonna be more and more. But it's definitely a lot of fire coming. Follow the brands, D_Dave MUZIK. Snapple Clothing, that's SNPL Clothing. Struggle now, prosper later. I strongly live by that daily. You know what I'm saying?
I've been checking out the sweatshirt. So can you click on your sweatshirt and go to the actual thing on there?
Yeah, it probably worn out now, but when I first made it, you probably could still.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the QR code.
Yeah, that's
one,
nice.
You know what I'm saying? So you could scan the QR code.
Look at the camera and show them too. Yeah,
you can
right
scan
there,
you can scan the QR code. That's nice. And it'll take you directly. It'll take you straight to the Instagram, and this is the Instagram right here.
Okay.
So yeah.
You have a website for that?
I do, but it's not live yet. Okay. Yeah, it's still.
Yeah, I need to work on the website too, so I need to talk.
You know what my biggest issue with the website is because I keep making new designs, so it's like I keep wanting to put more and more and more stuff up on the website. But I'm really I'm can't quote on my words. I'm gonna make it to where it's drop shipped.
Okay.
So yeah, a lot of stuff next year is gonna be drop shipped. I want to back away from actually pressing everything next year. So a lot of stuff is gonna be drop shipped next year as far as Snapple Clothing.
Okay. That's what's up. So 2023 he's gonna end that on a bang, and then 2024 he's dropping
going crazy.
The single.
You heard?
Is it the single or the
album? The first single. Now the name of the album is D Dave.
Okay.
Daydreaming about victory every day.
Okay.
I do a lot of acronyms.
Me too.
I'm an acronym kind of guy.
Code 31 is an acronym.
You know what I'm saying? So
competition officially doesn't exist. 31
that's fire.
Basketball number. Even the haters expect results. I see y'all. Don't worry. So I'm honored to have D Dave here. Like I said, my Elegant Hoodness family. We go back before all this media stuff.
I remember
all the podcasts.
I remember the first time D came up to me. I don't know if I finished performing or something, and she just came up to me with the biggest smile, like, "Yo, what the fuck was that?" And I was like.
Yeah, because my older brother, he was a DJ and an MC, so I got that ear. So when I heard you, I just was like, wow. Whoa. Before we go, I want to say happy birthday to Shampoo. He had his birthday party yesterday at the Brooklyn Chop House. I met so many people. I networked with so many people. I met the actor. I cannot think of his name right now. Something Levy, I think his name is. But he was in the 5 Heartbeats. I think his name was Dresser.
Uh-huh.
What was it?
Dresser,
the light skin.
Yeah. He was stand up.
Because he was sitting at the bar, and I'm saying, he looks familiar. I know he's an actor or something. So I had my boy AB go over there, introduce me to him, and he was just a sweetheart. And I'm going to be interviewing him real soon. I have possible liquor sponsor. I'm not going to say too much. Just know I don't drink. But listen, if they want to sponsor my show and my magazine, come on, bring it. Sponsors, clothing. If you want me to wear your clothing, give me clothing. Bring me some clothes.
I got you. It was so a minute. But next time I got you, I got you.
Yes.
You already got the D Dave shirt. We got to get you some Bulldog stuff, man.
You know how long ago you gave me that shirt? But listen, guys, we appreciate y'all. One more time, where they can reach you at.
D_Dave DAVEMUZIK on IG, everything.
And he needs to Listen, TikTok. He needs
TikTok.
to get on TikTok.
Yo, TikTok.
This is TikTok.
Stupid Fat Beats and Snapple Clothing. SNPL Clothing. Follow me. Follow me.
Follow
Follow
him,
me.
yo. I
Follow
only
me.
got nothing but fire guests on here. Shout out to Math, S.STREET Media. You already know Code 31 Media TV podcast. Follow me on YouTube, Code 31
Word,
Media
follow
Interviews. Follow me on Instagram, Code 31 Media. Oh, what's up? Code 31 Media, Code 31 Mag. I'm on YouTube, Code 31 Media Interviews. I'm on TikTok, Code 31 Media, Code 31 Brandon. We doing it big. Y'all see the magazines. Y'all go cop that on magcloud.com. And we doing it big. Shout out to my boy Jerry. Like I said, this is in memory of AD the General and special gift, NAB for life, Elegant Hoodness. I'm going to have some more reunions on here. I appreciate y'all. It's Coach D and it's Code 31. Y'all tune in next week. I got a legend coming in, Chip Fu from the Foo Snickers. Let's go.